Hey everyone, and welcome back to Three Koi Fishes. If you're a new parent, chances are you've encountered the magical soother, the pacifier, the binky. It can be a lifesaver for calming your little one, especially in those early months. But as your baby grows, many parents start to wonder, when is the right time to say goodbye to the pacifier? I remember with my son, I felt this constant question mark hanging over my head. Was I relying on it too much? When would it become a problem? It's easy to feel overwhelmed by conflicting advice. Well, today, we're here to offer a stress-free guide to navigating this milestone. I'm so happy to have my wise friend Sophie, who's been through this with her kids, and our wonderful new mom friend Jocelyn, who's right in the thick of the early pacifier days with baby Leo, here to share her perspective and questions. Together, we'll explore the benefits and potential drawbacks of pacifier use at different ages, help you recognize the signs that it might be time to wean, and share gentle, effective strategies to make the transition as smooth as possible. So, grab a comfy seat, maybe your little one's favorite pacifier for now, and let's start the main video. Welcome back, Sophie and Jocelyn. Jocelyn, right now, with Leo being so young, what are your thoughts or experiences with pacifier use?
Honestly, it's been a lifesaver for soothing him, especially at night and during fussy periods. But I do find myself wondering about when we'll eventually need to think about taking it away. It feels like a big step.
That's a very normal feeling, Jocelyn. Pacifiers can be incredibly helpful, especially in those early months. Joy, what were your initial experiences and concerns?
Definitely that reliance factor. It works so well, you almost don't want to take it away. But I also knew that long-term use could have potential implications, and I wanted to be proactive. Let's start by acknowledging the benefits of pacifier use, especially in the early months. It's not all about needing to ditch it right away.
Absolutely. Pacifiers can be very effective for soothing and comforting infants. They can help reduce crying and fussiness and may even play a role in reducing the risk of sudden infant death syndrome, also known as SIDS, particularly when offered at nap time and bedtime.
That's good to know about the SIDS risk. I had heard that, but it's reassuring to have it confirmed.
Yes, the American Academy of Pediatrics, AAP, provides clear guidelines on this. Pacifiers can also help satisfy a baby's sucking reflex, which is very strong, and they can be helpful during painful procedures like vaccinations. But as your child gets older, the balance of benefits and potential drawbacks starts to shift. So, when might it be time to consider weaning?
Generally, many experts suggest aiming to wean between 12 and 24 months. This is often before potential dental issues become a significant concern and when children are more adaptable to change.
Exactly. While some children who use pacifiers beyond this age don't develop dental problems, prolonged and frequent use can sometimes lead to issues with teeth alignment.
What about speech development? I've heard that pacifier use can sometimes affect speech.
That's a valid point. While occasional pacifier use isn't usually a major concern, constant use, especially during the toddler years when they're really developing their language skills, could potentially interfere with clear speech. Encouraging more talking and less pacifier time can be beneficial.
Beyond the age recommendations, there are other signs that your child might be ready or that it might be a good time to wean.
If your child is increasingly using the pacifier as a primary way to cope with all emotions, rather than exploring other comfort methods, that could be a sign.
Or if they are starting to talk more and you notice the pacifier is frequently in their mouth, hindering their ability to communicate clearly.
What if they only use it for sleep?
That's quite common and often the last habit to break. While it's generally less of a concern than daytime use, you might still consider weaning eventually, especially as they get older and might start waking up looking for it.
Okay, so we know some of the reasons why and when to consider weaning. Now, let's talk about the stress-free strategies. This is where it can feel daunting, but it doesn't have to be a battle.
The key is to be gentle, gradual, and consistent.
One popular approach is the cold turkey method, where you remove all pacifiers at once. This can work for some children, especially if they are a little older and more communicative, but it can also lead to a few difficult days.
A more gradual approach might be to limit pacifier use to specific times and places. For example, only for naps and bedtime, or only when at home.
That sounds less overwhelming than going cold turkey.
It can be. You can slowly reduce the times you offer it. For instance, if they always have it in the car, try distracting them with songs or toys instead.
Another strategy is the pacifier fairy approach. You can talk about the pacifier fairy coming to collect the pacifiers for new babies and leaving a special gift in return. This can make it feel like a positive exchange.
We tried something similar with our son where we mailed the pacifiers to the babies. It created a sense of closure.
Distraction is also your best friend. Offer engaging activities, toys, or cuddles when they would usually reach for the pacifier.
And positive reinforcement is crucial. Praise them for the times they don't ask for it or when they manage without it.
Just as important as what to do is what not to do.
Avoid shaming or making your child feel bad for wanting their pacifier. This can create anxiety and make the process harder.
Also, don't suddenly take it away during a period of other major changes, like moving to a new bed or starting daycare. Try to choose a relatively stable time.
That makes sense. Timing seems important.
Definitely. And be prepared for some resistance, especially if the pacifier is a strong comfort object. Be patient and consistent with your chosen strategy. Thank you both so much for sharing your experiences and insights on this topic. It's so reassuring to know we're not alone in navigating these milestones. So, there you have it, our stress-free guide to knowing when to ditch the pacifier. We hope this has given you some helpful information and practical strategies to approach this milestone with confidence. When did you decide to wean your child from the pacifier? Or if you're a new parent, what are your biggest concerns? Share your experiences and questions in the comments below. If you found this video helpful and want more tips and support for navigating parenthood, please give it a thumbs up. And please remember to subscribe to the 3 Koi Fishes channel so you don't miss our future videos. See you in the next video.